guys, there's no better time like the summertime to watch movies. Back in the day when I was younger, me and my brother would hang out with our good buddies Dale and the dreaded Dean, and we would rent stacks of those bastards in VHS form. We had a plethora of video stores in the local area: Video Visa, Video Theater, Video 101, and of course, Stowe Video. It seems like all the motherfucking places had the word video in their goddamn title. But I have a lot of great memories of those nights, those summer nights, hanging with my boys, playing video games, eating a ton of pizza, chugging pop, and just popping in, video after video into the old VCR. And some of my favorite videos to watch back in the day during the summertime were slasher films. The summer of slasher films. Which brings us to today's movie. We're going to be checking out the early 1980s slasher, The Prowler. For those of you that don't know, this film is prolific because special effects guru Tom Savini did all the gore makeup in this movie. They were a step above the rest. And movies like, Day of the Dead and Maniac, there's a reason why they're so prolific. Because they're just dark, down and dirty, gory, and disgusting. I fucking love them. So I can't wait to check this out again. I've seen it before. You guys get to peep the trailer for The Prowler, and when we get back, we're going to be discussing the movie a little bit. Don't go anywhere, guys.
It was 1945, the night of the graduation dance. The war overseas had just ended. The terror at home,
Roy,
was about to begin.
Roy?
Come on, kid. Don't play hard to get. What about New Year's Eve?
Well, that was different. I couldn't help myself.
The Prowler. If he wants you, he'll get you. Tonight, the terror begins again.
They never found out who did it. But it had to be someone in town, someone who knew that she was called Rose. And Mark, that guy still might be around here.
Oh, I don't believe this. You're talking about something that happened over 30 years ago.
Whenever the time was right, he'd come back. The Prowler. If he wants you, he'll get you.
Foremost, I want to say that this movie was handled with a lot of love and care. Dare I say it, guys? The Prowler almost has a Steven Spielberg-like vibe to the overall entire production. The costumes, the set design, the cars at the beginning. It's almost a period piece for a good solid 20 minutes at the beginning of the film. And it really helps set the stage for fear within the audience. There's a strong emphasis on the whole whodunit element to the film, and I really like that. It kind of keeps the audience guessing, but if you're like me and you're familiar with a lot of these old school slasher movies, then you can see the killer coming kind of a mile away. I will say that one of the faults of the movie The Prowler is the fact that it does kind of fall victim to those whole early 80s horror movie cliches. Some of the characters are a little thinly written, and some of the things that they do and the decisions that they make in this movie are just completely illogical. But with that being said, there is a certain amount of charm to these early 80s slasher films, and that's why I love them. They, send me back to my youth. They make me feel young again, and I really think about those late nights back in the 80s and early 90s, hanging out with my friends, watching horror movies, watching slasher movies, and having just a good old time. Nothing spells summer like horror movies. Out of 10 stars, I could give The Prowler a solid 7.5. So if you've never seen it and you're familiar with a lot of the old classic slasher movies like Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and you're looking for something a little bit new, a little bit more off the beaten trail, then definitely check out the film The Prowler. It's a good one, and the fact that Tom Savini does the gore special effects, well, you can't go wrong with it, guys.